God has been a big part of my life. Well, all my life, I should say. I believe the first half of my life, I've always had the relationship with God. I always have had that. Um, I knew God existed. I knew God was there, but I never had that close relationship. So I really didn't know Him. Um, so it wasn't until recently that that I was able to see that, I'm not just talking out to the in the void. I'm talking to a physical a being, somebody that is there and listening to everything that I've prayed about. The biggest way that I can describe it is that one day we were here in service in Red Rock, and doing our singing our praises right at the very end, and I just got this strong like feeling of like depression, like, who am I that God would listen to me, to anything that I would have to say. I'm nobody. You know what I mean? It was really, it came down to that point, and then but in the middle of worship, I remember very clearly God telling me, if you're nobody, then why did I bless you with such a, with your wife and your son? And to me, that was like a slap in the face, like, wow. You know what I mean? And it was one of those beautiful moments where, like, wow, now I know that you're there and you're listening to what I'm saying. And thank you for slapping me in the face with that reality. Growing up, I never thought about having a family. I always thought, okay, I'm going to focus on just my career and focus on me. The thought of having a family, it never really crossed my mind. I had a friend that talked about having kids and wife, and that just wasn't something that I had in my mind. And there was a point where, I was able, with God's help, I was able to do what I wanted to do professionally. I was able to go to school. I graduated, got a really good job, really good start. But in all that, I always felt empty. Like, I always felt like there's a lot missing. I have this part of my life figured out, but there's a lot missing. And it wasn't until I met Areli that my whole life changed. She's the biggest reason how that I became more and more involved with trying to get that relationship with God. And through all that, being with her and us talking and putting God at the center of our relationship and family, I'm like, wow, okay, this is what I've been missing this whole time. All the successes I've had in the past, as far as academics or professionally, that's counts for nothing. The real gift that God has given me is right here. And through Him blessing me with my family, I was able to seek God more. And I was able to open my eyes and pretty much see, okay, this is what I have in store for you. What other stuff that I gave you, that's nothing. This is my true gift for you. And through that, the bigger gift was building my relationship with God. I'm grateful to Jesus for my family and not only my wife and my son, but the fact that He was able to give me an opportunity with the family I already have. So I never had a strong relationship with my father. He and my mom divorced when I was really, really young. And I think part of the reason I didn't want a family was because of the way that I felt betrayed by him growing up. And it was really tough. It was tough. So I think that's part of the reason why I didn't want that. But I'm grateful that God is able to show me that, people make mistakes, and that's something that I couldn't fix. I couldn't do. But what I could do is give that anger, that hate, that I had against my own father, which I know is terrible. It's terrible, but growing up, that's how I felt. And God gave me. He took that from me. When I finally got that relationship with God, He took that from me. He took away all that anger that I had, and with that, I was able to reach out to my father, say, life is too short, and God blessed us with our parents for a reason. And no matter what the past was, whatever happened, He is still my father. And I'm really glad that I reached out to him. He was wanting to do the same thing, but I think he felt scared because I hadn't reached out initially. So with God's help, we're starting to build a relationship all over again. I mean, I'm almost 30 years old, but it's never too late to start building something. And I'm really grateful for God for opening up those doors. What gave me the courage and strength to reach out to my dad, and what I would tell anybody going through the same situation would be, we only live once. God blessed us with our. You weren't just randomly put together with a mom and a dad. There was a specific reason why they were chosen. You were chosen to be as a family, and there's no reason, I believe, to hold on to that hate. It's just going to destroy you more than anything. And so I would say, give that to God. Let Him take that off your shoulders, and and give it a chance, because maybe that other person, maybe they're feeling the exact same way. Maybe they want to reach out to you, but they don't know how either. Maybe this will help you both to get back to relationship and have God at the center of that relationship, which is the best part about it. So I would say, put your faith and your trust in God, and I promise you, He will not let you down.